Hello, welcome to HITC Sport. And alright, the Champions League is back. And as we all know, my prediction record, it's not pretty. But maybe this time I won't sound like I have the footballing knowledge of a wet, damp tea cozy. So alright, I'm gonna predict every Champions League group, and in a few months' time, we're gonna look back at this video and think, how did he get those all right? Honestly, this is gonna go viral in the media. People are gonna look at this and think I'm some sort of alien.
How do you predict every single position right?
So please, put your comments in the comment section below. Tell me I'm wrong, because I'm gonna have fun looking back at this video and those comments before Christmas. It's going to be glorious. Right, let's go. Group A, first Man City. The last time Man City and PSG were in the same group in a European competition, they were joined in that group by Steve McLaren. Clearly the other standard in that UEFA Cup group was utter Welsh shepherd's pie. Good grace, the reward for winning this group was a glamour tie with Copenhagen. Good grace, that season, that was the European competition which pitted AC Milan against Portsmouth. You know, Ronaldinho versus Matt Ritchie. The likes of Kaka taking a shower in the cramped and small change rooms of Fratton Park. Oh, could they even afford shampoo? Good Christ, Andrei Shevchenko probably had to wash his hair in the toilets. What a weird time to be alive that was. But this time though, I fancy Man City and Pep Guardiola to get the job done. Top of the group, they'll smack PSG around like a wet tablecloth. It's actually going to be very straightforward, minimum fuss. Second, PSG. Okay, let's be honest. If Mauricio Pochettino isn't able to get top of the group with this squad at his disposal, then it's official, he's just Wolverine in a tracksuit. I know Man City are tough opposition, but I don't care. He was able to knock this Man City squad out of the Champions League when he was using a human breadstick like Fernando Llorente up front, with a lump of spaghetti like Victor Wanyama at midfield, and football's answer to a walking hangover and Danny Rose at left back. But listen, Pochettino is a man under pressure. Good grace, he just lost the league untitled to Lille. Antonio Conte is available. The PSG owners are poised. They just need any excuse they can find to dump this scruffy former Southampton coach in the local dustbin. And he knows this. So right now, he's nervous. They're gonna beat Club Brugge twice. Good Christ, you could stick Neymar in a wheelchair and blind Mbappe in both eyes, and they'd still score 2 goals each against the wet cabbage that is Simon Mignolet in goal. But lads, City are gonna beat PSG twice, and they'll stumble over the line into second, with Pochettino being sacked after Halloween. Trust me, if they don't finish second, then I will spend 3 hours running in one direction. I'll probably wind up in the sea. Third, RB Leipzig. Okay, most football fans will look at this group and dismiss RB Leipzig. Yes, okay, maybe you're angry at how this club has bought success. Maybe you're bitter because, like me, you think that Red Bull tastes like rusty cow piss. But lads, show RB Leipzig some respect. Last season they were put in a group with PSG and a club from Manchester, and they escaped the group. Good grace, they beat PSG last November. But if they get out of this group, I'll eat a stale hamburger out of a damp sock. Honestly, they've lost the tactical brains of Julian Nagelsmann and replaced him with Jesse March. You know, dragged in from Red Bull Salzburg. You know, the former coach of New York Red Bulls. His CV looks about as impressive as Joe Weather's boxing career. Honestly, they'll scrape 6 points in the group, but no more than that. Fourth, Club Brugge. Obviously you're finishing fourth. Group B, first Liverpool. For Liverpool fans, this is a mouth-watering group. Honestly, if I was a Scouse Liverpool fan, I'd already be camping outside the airport in a sleeping bag. Just so excited. These European nights are going to be amazing. But look, this is a ridiculously tough group. You're playing the current La Liga champions, a Porto team who won 36 games of football last season, and an AC Milan team who were top of Serie A for 18 straight weeks. I'm gonna call it, this is the toughest Champions League group Liverpool have ever been put in. Find me an example of a tougher group they were in before. You won't be able to. Honestly, if you do, I'll lick the underside of my shoe, but you can't do it. Listen, if this was last season and there was no Anfield crowd, and Virgil van Dijk was still crying into his mattress, then I have a feeling you would continue to play like a bunch of walking milkshakes and with the backbone of a rubber duck. But no, with the Anfield crowd, you win every home game. They'll grind out a win in Porto and get draws in Spain and Italy. It'll be fairly comfortable, although it'll be interesting to see what reception Luis Suarez gets back at Anfield. A former Liverpool god, who most Liverpoolians now treat as if he's an Ice Age version of Michael Owen. I'm guessing he's gonna spend the 3rd of November having fat scousers throwing hot dogs at his head. Second, Atletico Madrid. I can't get over just how much I love this group. I'm so sick of seeing the same predictable Champions League groups every damn season, inevitably featuring a bunch of Hungarian milkmen making up the numbers as 4th seeds. You know, a bunch of players who've had to take a few hours off from shearing sheep on the hills of Azerbaijan. But this group is refreshing because each one of these clubs is a European giant. They've played in a combined 25 Champions League finals. These clubs have won a combined 5 Champions Leagues and 6 Europa Leagues inside the last 18 years. Chuck in the European Super Cups and what's that? About 15 European trophies since 2001. with football heritage. I'll tip Diego Simeone to drag Atletico into second place, although I'm predicting that the loan return of Antoine Griezmann is going to be a big fat waste of time, with his hunger and motivation buried somewhere underneath the floorboards of Barcelona. Third, Porto. Alright, I can already hear the enraged AC Milan fans nearly bursting a blood vessel in their eye. But I'm sorry, Porto are getting third spot in this group. At first glance, okay, this is a team who couldn't even win the Portuguese Premier League title last season. Clearly Sergio Conceição is a managerial toothbrush with the tactics of a bowl of shredded wheat, right? Well no, because this is a team who only lost 2 league games last season. They only conceded 9 goals in 10 Champions League matches, and they knocked Juventus and the king of Portugal, Cristiano Ronaldo, out in the last 16. And oh yeah, ground out a 1-0 win at Stamford Bridge. Anyone arrogant enough to write them off as some hillbilly village team from Portugal, sneering at them as if they've got defenders made of cheese. Lads, I'm sorry, yes, he might turn 40 soon, but Pepe is still one of the most intimidating and ferocious centre-backs on planet Earth. Good grace, he reminds me of a stray dog who'd gladly bite your ankle off your leg without even a second thought. This is a defensively sound team, but lads, going forward, they scored 107 goals last season. Is that enough attacking threat for you? Good grace, Iranian striker Mehdi Taremi is going to eat at least one cocky defence for breakfast in this group, I can guarantee you that. Fourth, AC Milan. I know. I feel dirty for this. AC Milan have won 7 European Cups, and I'm tipping them to finish last. It's like tipping Tyson Fury to get knocked out by Vinny Hacker. The utter disrespect, right? I mean, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, he's never won the Champions League, no. But he's never finished bottom of a group either, right? Similarly, Milan haven't been dumped out of the group stage in this competition in 21 years. But I'm sorry, here are the cold hard facts. You've dragged in 3 players from Chelsea's reserves. You replaced your world-class goalkeeper with Mike Maignan. You know, the modern-day Steve Mandanda. There's nothing special about him, and in 2021 alone, you've lost 10 matches, and your main source of goals was born in 1981. You know, back when ABBA were in the charts. I'm sorry, but he's not a vampire. He's a 40-year-old man with the knee cartilage of a squirrel. He is not dragging you out of this group. Sorry lads, but you're going to leave this group on 2 points. And to prove my confidence, for every Champions League match AC Milan win this season, I will eat a chunk of rotten banana off the floor. Group C, first Sporting Lisbon. Yeah, I'm probably the only person on planet Earth who thinks Sporting Lisbon will win their group. I mean, their record in this competition is shambolic. They've only made it out of the group once in 9 attempts, and even then, they conceded 12 against Bayern Munich in the last 16 in 2009, almost as if punishment for even daring to qualify. So me tipping them to finish top. Is there a hard-boiled egg in my skull? No, lads. The job that Ruben Amorim is doing in Lisbon is great. He must surely be the most underrated coach on planet Earth. Sporting Lisbon are a team who hasn't won the Premier League title since 2002. That is the entire length of Cristiano Ronaldo's career. And yet, despite that mental block damaging them for years, they won it last season, nearly going the entire season unbeaten. And this is going to be the season where former Wolves picnic basket Pedro Goncalves establishes himself as a European force. He scored 23 goals from midfield last season. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, their European campaign last season did worry me. I mean, in Europa League qualifying, there was an unconvincing 1-0 win over Aberdeen before getting smashed 4-1 at home by LASK from Austria. So yeah, I could be made to look like I've got a pepperoni pizza for brains, and they could be an utter bottle job on Europe, but I'm gonna say it, I think they'll scrape in the top spot. Second, Borussia Dortmund. Yeah, so here we've got the new look Borussia Dortmund infected by the hipster ideology of Marco Rose. Hooray! I mean, considering the way he oversaw a Borussia Mönchengladbach meltdown last season, it's fair to say I'm not impressed. He's the German Graham Potter. Good grace, he oversaw a 6-0 loss against Bayern Munich in May. And Dortmund have already conceded 9 goals in their first 4 Bundesliga matches. For a title challenger that is utter wet garbage, they'll slip up in Portugal, but no, they'll have enough to finish second. Third, Ajax. Ajax scored 133 goals last season. Listen, Erik ten Hag, he's built a dangerous team, sure, but no, they're not qualified from this group. Absolutely not. Next, fourth, Besiktas. I'm sorry, but Michy Batshuayi is not dragging Besiktas into the knockout rounds of the Champions League. Think how utterly ridiculous that sounds. Yes, I know the arrival of Miralem Pjanic on loan from Barcelona is a big move, but I think we all know he currently has the ambition of an armchair. Good grace, you might as well stick Danny Drinkwater in a Besiktas shirt because Pjanic is done. Fourth, over. Group D, first Real Madrid. Deja vu, no? We already had this group last season, didn't we? Swap Sheriff Tiraspol for Borussia Mönchengladbach. And yeah, we've already witnessed this one last year. Madrid lost twice to Shakhtar Donetsk, but beat Inter Milan twice. We already know how this turns out. Listen, this was a struggle for Madrid last season, but under Carlo Ancelotti, come on, they have enough quality to win the group again. Second, Shakhtar Donetsk. The Shakhtar Donetsk players probably spent last Christmas smacking their heads against the fridge freezer. I'm sorry, but if you manage to be the top seeds, 13-time European champions Real Madrid, home and away, then there is no excuse. You have to qualify. Listen, they're currently coached by the hipster god Roberto De Zerbi. Alright then, you know what? Let's go hipster then. Let's predict De Zerbi to drag this mostly Brazilian team into the knockout rounds. I mean, why not? Marcus Thuram was the breakout star of this group last season, so this time around, I'm tipping 20-year-old Burkina Faso striker Lassina Traore to smash in 5 goals, score against Real Madrid, and earn a big money move to Serie A. You'll see. Third, Inter Milan. Okay, Inter Milan finished bottom of this group last season, okay? And that was when they had Antonio Conte in charge and Romelu Lukaku up front, so don't even start. Honestly, Simone Inzaghi, he's gonna splutter you to third of the group before being dumped into the Europa League after Christmas. Sorry lads, but Edin Dzeko's not gonna do much. Fourth, Sheriff Tiraspol. They're from Moldova. They're probably gonna lose 7-0 in Spain and 5-0 at home to Real Madrid. Gareth Bale's gonna score a hat-trick. Easy. Group E, first Bayern Munich. I have never been more confident in my pick than this. Bayern Munich are 100% topping this group. And lads, they're gonna do it with maximum points. Honestly, Robert Lewandowski's gonna pick up the Champions League Golden Boot. They're gonna wipe the floor with everyone in this group. Yeah. Second, Barcelona. This is the first time we're about to see Barcelona embark on a European season without Lionel Messi since 2004, when they were dumped out of the UEFA Cup by Celtic. Barcelona fans, you should be worried. Yes, I know Memphis Depay is in superstar form, but Sergio Aguero is a crumpled mess rotting in the treatment room. You've got a tin of uncooked baked beans up front like Luke de Jong. You'll stumble into this group in a second after getting smashed twice by Bayern Munich. In your last 5 games against Bayern, you conceded 18 goals. This is a club who've left you with some nasty scars. I also think you'll lose away at Benfica too. Honestly, it's going to be a close fight for second. Third, Benfica. You know what? I think Benfica are going to do alright. They've got experienced defenders in this competition like Jan Vertonghen and Nicolas Otamendi. Sure, they've got a wet tub of donut butter and Adel Taarabt, but still, Julian Weigl, Everton, Valentino Lazaro, Aris Seferovic and Roman Yaremchuk. There is enough attacking talent there to cause some problems. They'll get a famous win over Barcelona, but yeah, failed to finish second. Fourth, Dynamo Kiev. Sorry, bottom of the group, 0 points. Next, Group F, first Man United. Here's a sobering and depressing thought. The great Manchester United have only won a Champions League group twice since Alex Ferguson left the club. That is a wet pancake of a stat, but I'm sorry. A team filled with the likes of David De Gea, Rafael Varane, Paul Pogba, Bruno Fernandes, Cristiano Ronaldo, that is arguably the best spine in world football. Without a doubt, you are topping this group. Of course you are. Obviously. Second, Villarreal. Yeah, I know Villarreal won the Europa League last season, but I'm sorry, with the additions of Varane, Sancho and Ronaldo, do you really think you're going to beat them to top spot? Don't get me wrong, Unai Emery's a top coach, and Villarreal are a good team, but no, settle for second. Third, Atalanta. Atalanta should fancy their chances of getting out of this group. Good grief, they just finished third in Serie A 3 seasons on the bounce, and they got out of both Champions League groups. But I just fancy Villarreal. Emery's a cup specialist. They should have enough to edge Atalanta out. They should have. Fourth, Young Boys. If Young Boys don't finish bottom of this group, then I would happily mow the lawn with my teeth. Group G, first Sevilla. This is arguably the most wide open group in the entire competition. Sevilla have added well this summer, bringing the likes of Eric Lamela and Thomas Delaney. Julian Lopetegui is a good coach. They've got experienced winners like Ivan Rakitic and Jesus Navas in their side. They should have enough to top this group. Second, Wolfsburg. Wolfsburg are going to be the surprise package of the competition. Lads, remember Mark van Bommel, that walking Dutch red card who used to eat human flesh for dinner? Yeah, as a coach, he currently has Wolfsburg top of the Bundesliga. They have no real standout players, although they do have a defender from Dublin. Go on, Alex McNulty. Go on, lad, you absolute hero. I think they'll pull off a shock and squeak into second in the group. Third, Red Bull Salzburg. Red Bull Salzburg, forever living in the shadow of RB Leipzig. Listen, they just lost goal scorer Patson Daka, so they're probably now walking around like a blunt candle. Still though, I think they'll still be in Europe after Christmas. Squeaking third in the group, and here's why. Fourth, Lille. Yeah, I'm predicting the champions of France to finish bottom of the group. Lads, we're about to witness a meltdown of epic proportions. Remember when Monaco won the Ligue 1 title? Quickly sold all their best players and then wound up in a relegation battle. Well, similarly, Lille, they've just seen their manager Christophe Galtier walk out on them for Nice. They've had the spine of their team utterly ripped out. Oh yeah, and they're currently 12th in the French league. They're still relying on Burak Yilmaz for goals, who I think confirmed at Euro 2020 for Turkey that he's now a burnt out lump of soggy meatball. Similarly, right, for every Champions League goal Yilmaz scores this tournament, I will drink a pint of bathwater out of a sock. Sorry lads, we're going to witness another implosion. Bottom of a group on one sad and lonely point. Group H, first Chelsea. Last time Chelsea won the Champions League, they were immediately put in a group with Juventus the following season and didn't even make it out. Bit of a worrying symmetry this, but no, they don't have a tactical donut like Roberto Di Matteo in the dugout. So yeah, they'll blow the competition out of the water. Easy first. Second, Juventus. Juventus are a team in recovery. A broke club forced to desperately ask Max Allegri to rescue them. Let's be honest, this is an easy group, so even without Ronaldo, they'll have enough to come second. Third, then St. Petersburg. Third, if Zenit qualify, I'll agree to lick marmalade off the wheel of a car. Fourth, Malmo FF. Obviously. And Anyway, that's it. Let me know what do you think. Okay, put your comments in the comment section below. Tell me I'm wrong. I'm not. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe. As always, I'll talk shit a while.